children, in this video we are going to discuss our fifth poem, A Poison Tree, written by William Blake. William Blake is an English poet, belonged to the pre-romantic period in English literature. He had not got the formal education. He did not have formal schooling, but he became a mystic poet by his ability to see the world of God behind the physical world. This is something really interesting about William Blake. He had an ability to see something like related to God behind the physical world. So his poems also conveying those kinds of messages. So here we see a poison tree. This poem is also discussing about anger, how it affects humans, that we see in this poem. Basically this poem is for memorization for you. As I already told in the last videos, you have 3 poems to memorize for the examination. This one, A Poison Tree, and the 4th poem, Look Inward, and the Temple and the Body, or Vachana. These 3 poems are for memorization for you. So this poem is discussing with us about angry. We see 2 different situations here. The first situation, I get angry to my friend, and the second situation is I get angry to my enemy. In this both situations, how I react, that is the poem is all about. In the first situation, when I got angry on my friend, I just went and talked to him. I conveyed my anger, or so that like there is no misunderstanding. I expressed my anger. Here basically we see 2 situations. One is expressing anger and suppressing anger. So when I get angry to my friend, I go and express my anger to him, and it clears there. There are no misunderstandings. But in the second case, I get angry to my enemy, so I have no opportunity, or there is no situation, there is no chance to go and express it. So what I will do, I suppress my anger. So it affects the enemy in one or another way. It is going to be a poison. So that William Blake expressing, or he is discussing in this poem. So let us begin. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath didn't. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. And I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. And I sunned it with smiles, and with soft deceitful wiles. And it grew both day and night, till it bore an apple bright. And my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. And into my garden stole, when the night had veiled the pole. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. So there are 4 stanzas. We can call each stanza as a quatrain. Why? Because each stanza contains 4 lines. So this is the method of writing. Each stanzas are containing 4 lines, and like that there are 16 lines. So let's see. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. So here in the first 2 lines, I was angry with my friend. I got angry on my friend. I told my wrath. Wrath means angry. Wrath means angry or anger. So I got angry to my friend. I got angry with my friend. I went and I told to my friend about my anger. My wrath did end. So there my angry finished. Now it is no more. I just went and told him, it cleared there. Then the next, I was angry with my foe. Foe, F-O-E. Foe means enemy. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. So I was angry with my enemy, but I did not tell him. I just kept it in my mind. So that angry grown up. So when I got angry on my friend, I went and told him that angry finished there. But when I got angry with my enemy, I did not tell him, so my angry grown. So this is the two different situations. Now let's see, when I am not expressing my anger, what are the things may happen, that we see in the next 3 stanzas also. And I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears, and I sent it with smiles and with soft deceitful wiles. Here sund means nourished, like we can say, like if you have a plant, if you have a small plant, you always give water to that plant. So that is sun, that is nourishing. Sund means nourished. Then here we see deceitful wiles means dishonest tricks. We use some untruthful tricks, that is called deceitful wiles. Wiles means some tricks. Okay, so my anger is growing up in my mind, and I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. So when I get angry on my friend, I have a tension, I have a fear, I have a scare in my mind. What will be the reaction of my enemy about my anger? So if something happens, what will be his reaction, my enemy's reaction? So on that case, I have a fear. So, and I watered it in fears. Here we see a metaphor. This angry is compared with a tree. Now how we plant a tree and how we take care of that by giving water and minerals and all, in the same way that angry also growing up in my mind. So this angry is compared with a tree. So, and I watered in fears, night and morning with my tears. So I always have tension, scare, fears, everything. So with that is the minerals for that. With that tree of anger, it grew up in my mind. And I sent it with smiles and with soft deceitful wiles. So I have a fear, what will be the reaction of my enemy? So what I have done, I just kept a fake smile on my face, and I sent it with smiles. Just I covered up with the smiles. Whenever I see my enemy, even I am angry, I want to do something to him, but even though I covered my face with a smile, with a fake smile, and with soft deceitful wiles. So that this smile and this, like that fake identity, that is like a dishonest trick. No? When I get a chance, definitely I'll do something to him. I know that, I have that thought in my mind, but even though I just kept a fake identity, I kept a fake face in front of him. With that, this fake thought, fake identity or fake attitude, that I used like a dishonest trick in front of my enemy. And it grew both day and night, till it bore an apple bright, and my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. So here this tree, it bears a bright apple. This apple that we see in the 3rd stanza, this apple is that what we listened a story about the paradise. You know, there were two characters, Adam and Eve. Once God had forbidden them from eating that apple. So there were some problems. If you eat the apple, some problems would happen to you. So God had forbidden this Adam and Eve from eating that apple. This is the here this apple is representing that apple only, a possible allusion to the forbidden fruit in the Bible. This we see in the Bible. This story we see in the Bible, that God had created everything, and after that God had created human. God created Adam and Eve. After that God he had given all the control to the humans, and when he gave the control to the human, God told to them, don't eat that fruit from that tree. No, don't eat that apple from that tree. He shown to a particular tree and told to the humans not to eat that tree. So this apple means that it is representing that same apple only. So, and it grew both day and night, the tree. So here my anger is growing up with me like a tree. So one day this tree bore an apple. It was very bright and shining. and my foe beheld it shine. Beheld means saw. Beheld means saw. So my enemy saw that shining apple, and he knew that it was mine. So when my friend saw that apple, he knew it was mine. It is in my like we can say it's my field, and it belongs to me. My friend knew that. And into my garden stole when the night had veiled the pole. So one day my friend was too much attracted towards the bright apple, and he came to my garden, and he had stolen the apple from my garden. So here we see the night veiled the pole. Veiled means covered. So it was complete darkness. In that darkest night, my enemy, he came to my garden, and he had stolen the apple from my garden. In the morning, glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. So here we see next morning what I have seen. Next morning I have seen my friend, he died outstretched beneath the tree. Outstretched means lying dead. I found him dead. In the next morning when I saw, I found him dead. He was lying under the tree. So here we see like the poet or the speaker, he lost complete humanity here. Why? Because somehow he wanted to do something to him, because that much he hate his enemy. Because without expressing that anger, by keeping suppressed, that angry grown up in his mind, and it became like a poison. That poison can kill. That poison can kill his enemy. That poison grew up to that stage. So when in that stage, when the speaker saw his enemy outstretched beneath the tree, he felt so happy. He was very glad to see that. So this is the explanation of the poem. Through this poem, William Blake is telling to us about the like a poisonous effect, a poisonous side of the angry, suppressed anger. If you have any angry on anyone, just go and express it. Otherwise, it will grow in your mind, and it will grow like a tree. It will bear a poisonous fruit, and it can kill anyone. So through this, William Blake was trying to tell us the same thing only, the difference between expressed anger and suppressed anger. The suppressed anger is very poisonous. It can kill our enemies. This is the message from this poem, one of the beautiful poems that was written by William Blake. So here very nicely the arrangement of lines are very nice. Here we can see there are a lot of rhyming words in this. All the lines are ending, each couplets are ending with the beautiful rhyming words. Here we can see like friend, end, foe, grow, fears, tears, in that way. So very beautifully William Blake have written this poem. I hope you understood the explanation. So see you with the next chapter in the next video. Thank you. Take care. Bye.